Hello, my name is Raymond Karchevsky. I'm coming to you from my home here in Cave Junction, Oregon. I am an honorably retired police sergeant from Pacifica, California, now living on pension here in beautiful Southern Oregon. The subject I wish to share with you tonight is Show Us the Law. Show us your jurisdiction. The time for a peaceful second American Revolution is now. There is no need for bloodshed. There is no need for violence. There is no need for martial law. And there is no need for terrorism. The need is for the sovereign people, who are the true government of these United States of America, to act like the sovereigns, the masters they are, and to hold their public servants accountable in a realistic manner, a just manner. The time for talking is over. It is now time for action. The key to peace has always remained with the peacemakers, not the warmongers, the purveyors of terrorism for profit, the corporate shadow that has insinuated itself into our previously constitutional republic and transformed it into what it is today. Yet, since civilized man lost the good sense that God had given him and plunged from the grace of divine awareness into the depths of satanic-based intellectualism, the societies of our world have never known a time where there was a lasting peace on earth. The remote controlling elitists have ruled the sheeple and kept them enslaved through force, fear, and mysticism. All that can come to an end now. When satanic-bent lawyers are allowed to write the rules for the people of this constitutional republic to follow, the keys to heaven become the keys to hell, and one with spiritual sight can see the definite demonic shift which overcomes the land. Justice becomes a commercial endeavor, an exercise in slave trading by self-appointed black-robed hypocrites. How and why? Because their satanic words say so. The sovereign people of America hold in their hands the power to bring hell on earth to a halt, merely by realizing that they hold the key to their own spiritual and physical liberation. They can take back their country any time they want to. They only have to see the viability of the plan they undertake clearly and to move on it. No man has the right to appoint himself dictator over the American people, except for the inculcated satanic illusions which prevail in the minds of a man called Obama and the mass consciousness of our country's mind-controlled people. No man is above the law. No man stands above his Creator. The natural pecking order has, is, and always shall be. God the Creator stands over living, breathing, flesh and blood, sentient, natural, sovereign men and women, His creation, who stand as sovereign people over government, their creation, which then stands over their created fictional juristic persons, corporate constructs, their slaves. That is the nature of jurisdiction in law. Ed and Elaine Brown, two living, breathing, flesh and blood, sentient, natural, sovereign children of God, are now incarcerated by their fictional government servants, who refused the Browns' due process of law and the right of theirs to demand that the actual law under which they are being prosecuted and convicted be produced. The courts, to this very day, have refused to produce the law or answer the question of jurisdiction which would set the Browns free. They remain mute because the law they employed to convict the Browns with is a law which never has existed. Now, why would our courts do such a thing? Why would they thumb their noses at the very law they profess to uphold and administrate? The fact is, there are presently no laws which apply to living, breathing, flesh and blood, sentient natural men and women. All so-called laws, which are actually corporate legislative policies, masquerading as law, of the fictional, unconstitutional administrative courts of our land, pertain only to the limited legal construct of a fictional, juristic corporate person. The name, which is spelled in all capital letters, a dead entity, used as a transmitting utility for living men and women. Check your legal contracts, your bills, your bank account, your driver's license. Meet your juristic person, your straw man. No court in our land has any lawful and actual jurisdiction in prosecuting non-common law crimes over any living, breathing, flesh and blood, sentient natural man or woman, but for the court's administrative presumption that such jurisdiction applies to those living men and women who consent to be acting as sureties for the debts of the debtor, juristic person, the defendant. When such jurisdiction is challenged by law, all legal proceedings must be stopped, and jurisdiction must be proven in writing by the courts and prosecution before legal proceedings may resume. That is the law, a law that is not followed in today's limited jurisdiction court system. Enough is enough, is it not? Let the cry across the country be, "Show us the law. Show us your jurisdiction." Let a nationwide phone-calling campaign, letter-writing, email begin, where every freedom-loving man and woman call their state governors, their federal and state legislators, their attorney generals, judges, and prosecuting district attorneys, and demand an answer from them to the above two questions. If they are willing to answer the questions, ask them if they will do it under oath or affidavit. Then ask them again if they are willing to do it. Surely there must be one public servant to be found amongst thousands throughout our country who will answer those two questions. If our government is to remain a servant of the people, and not its tyrannical master, if after such an event no answer is forthcoming, is it not time to remove them from public office, and ignore the rules they have written to protect them in their jobs? That, my brothers and sisters, will be the peaceful Second American Revolution. That is how Americans can hold public servants and corporate enterprises accountable who live off the public largesse. With one unified voice, let us be heard. Show us the law. Show us your jurisdiction. The time for talk is over. Thank you for listening.